You cannot log in before the new year without spiritual alignment and daily focus. So let's talk about both. Before you chase your goals and grind harder, as you've been saying, I want you to pause a little bit, because success without spiritual direction becomes noise. The truth is that focus is not about doing more. It's about spiritual direction, quiet distraction, and also showing up every day. So today I want to tell you that walking in faith and focus will help you for this coming year. It's the same framework that I have used for a while to bring peace before a new year starts. There's a lot of chaos going around. There's a lot of things going around us. We need peace. And for you to get peace, you need some spiritual alignment. So for me to stay grounded, productivity, and peaceful, there is 3 main things that I do every morning. So let me tell you about it. I pray, I read my Bible, and I reflect. So repeat after me. Pray, read, and reflect. So when I pray, it means I'm inviting God to come in. When I read my Bible, I'm grounding myself with the Word of God. Then when I reflect, I become still and think about what God has done for me. So when I pray, I invite God to come in. When I read one verse, not the whole Bible, just one verse, to stay grounded with me throughout the whole day. When I reflect, I write down one word, one verse, just to stay with me throughout the whole. It's not about perfection. It's about being present. It can be just 5 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. It can be 30 minutes. It's you being present that morning to pray, to read, and to reflect. When you begin your morning that way, it makes you align to yourself, and it also help you throughout the whole day how you can be focused and how you can bring peace to your life. So what are you going to lock in before the new year comes? You're going to have your faith and your focus aligned as we are preparing ourselves to walk into the new year. And after I do these things for my faith, here comes what I have to focus on. What are the 3 things I have to focus on today? I won't do 20 things. I won't do too much. Just 3 things I want to focus on. What are 3 goals, 3 priorities that I want to achieve? What are some of the things I have to do to work towards the goal that I have set that I want to achieve? What really important and what matters for me today? And my second one is to put it on my calendar. I mean, to time block. When it comes to time block, it's not easy because you have to set a specific time when you're going to do these 3 things, or what are you going to focus on that day. That's why I tell you, when you set your goal, it has to be on the calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it's not real. So when are you going to do this? Morning, afternoon, evening. Then also, you have to leave distraction in. Distraction has to be set aside. Are you going to focus on maybe 1 hour without looking on your phone? Maybe you're going to set aside 1 hour that you're going to be still and focus on the things that you have to do. It can be 30 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. It can be 5 minutes. You have to put in when you get distracted, because there's a lot of distractions that comes on our way throughout the day. So you have to make sure what distracts you is being silent. Otherwise, you cannot achieve your priorities and your goals. So make sure you set your mind off from distractions. Before the new year comes in, we want a framework that will help our energy. We don't want discipline to be a punishment. Consistency and disciplines are not punishment. They are directions. So like I said, in my morning, I pray, I read, and I reflect. So what do I do for the rest of the day? If you have time, you can set some of your goals in the midday as well. During midday, you can decide to reflect. For me, for instance, around 1:30 is my lunch time. So that's the time I do some reflection. I look at what I wrote down, my 3 priorities, and whether I'm still on track. I also take time to take a deep breath, breathe out, and see whether there's any distraction that is bothering my mind. So because my mental health is very important, if you have time in the midday, make sure you take time to reflect. It depends on how your schedule is. That's why you have to time block, or you have to put everything on your calendar. Small pauses during the day make you realize how grateful you are so that you won't compare yourself. Small pauses during the day make you realize that you are not working in autopilot. So take time during the midday to reflect and to also check your schedule. When it comes to the evening, that's when I also do some reflections throughout the day. Before I go to bed, I ask myself 2 questions. What did I do towards my goal and priority? What am I going to do best for tomorrow? So those are the 2 questions I ask myself. And also, I end with being grateful to God for throughout the whole day. After I ask myself those 2 questions, I write down what I was grateful about throughout the day. And it helps me have a peace of mind as well. Throughout the whole day, you try to turn your faith into focus. And your focus will help you to be consistent. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's just little things day after day. Consistency comes in, discipline comes in. And you see how your goals and your priority are being aligned. Before the year end, we have to start building discipline with peace. We are not going to build discipline without peace. And to build peace, it starts with your faith. So as we are preparing for 26, don't just set your goals. I want to align your faith with your focus. And your focus will help you build consistency. And it starts by protecting your morning, your mindset, and your mission. So if I spoke to you today, I challenge you to work on your faith and your focus. If you like this video, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. It might help somebody. Let's finish strong, spiritually, mentally, and let's change our mindset as we approach the new year. I will see you in my next video. Go and be grateful. Bye-bye.